All right, I don't know how good the audio is gonna be for y'all because I am co-working, but I was just gonna leave the mic off because I don't know what kind of background situation y'all hearing. But sorry, I'm late. My bad, my bad. But we out here. Listen, showing up is a win. Literally, 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 literally. Let me know how the let me know how the connection is because if the connection is, I'm gonna boost my mic a little bit. Let me know how the connection is though, because I want to see how the Wi-Fi is here. I'm at Tech Town though. I'm just in general co-working too, so I at least wanted to show up because I was about to say cancel. My bad, because I've been talking and networking and trying to get to this money. Okay, so this is the MacBook microphone that we on right now. But if I need to mute, I just mute. But I'm putting together stuff in my calendar right now. Oh, you only hear me. I had the music in the background. Or you mean you don't hear it? It's quiet in here. It's quiet. If y'all want to get a quick walk around, quick spin around. That's my homegirl Maddie. We about to take over the world. But yeah, as you can see, I made it out the house too because I was struggling this morning. I was struggling so hard. But I just decided that it don't matter. So, um, my stomach was hurting. I doubled down on my payments. And then my mom came and got justice. So by the time I did that, I was like, I might as well go over to Tech Town and it's walking distance. So I just took my shower, got my face cleaned up, and I'm like, girl, you don't even need no makeup. Just come on, let's go out this house. And then ran into all the people I needed to run into without even knowing I was gonna run into them. So that's how that works. And Miss Signer, I didn't see your whole message, but I seen some of what you had said, and I feel you. But I promise you, our whole worlds are changing for sure, for sure. Just keep fighting the good fight because we making it over the hump now. But what y'all doing this afternoon? And Mirza done made it in here. She looking at me. She sent me eyeballs like, ma'am. Yep, it's all temporary. And guess what? Not only is it temporary, but it's the exact opposite indication of what you have going on. However stressed you feel right now, reverse it in time and multiply it by 10. That's where you headed. Like justice literally was tripping, and it's only just it's like that opportunity for me to just snap. I'm not going to though, 'cause I already see it, I already know, and I know better. So my hair look crazy, so don't judge me. But I already ran into multiple people because I was not expecting to see Maddie today, and I was supposed to text her back like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And then I saw her walk in. I said, "Yes, come over here." And oh, and I already just by talking to her got booked for a speaking event. So I will be speaking on a panel, a women in tech panel, in May 10th. So I'm just putting stuff on my calendar and just trying to get my stuff together. I'm so hungry. I have not eaten yet, y'all. So don't judge me. But I am going to be eating. I'm waiting. One of my line sisters came into town and she wanted to go to eat at one of our favorite restaurants. So I'm just waiting on her. She gets off at 4 and it's 3:45 right now. So I'm just waiting on her to be ready. So at this point, I'm kind of just saving my appetite for that because as soon as she told me she coming, then I'll just go over there and get a table. And it's happy hour all day, every day. But I appreciate y'all too. Definitely judging. Don't be judging me. I'm just doing what has to be done. I'm doing what has to be done. I didn't mean to not eat though. Well, I did eat. I ate some turkey bacon this morning, but Justice was tripping. So what was I supposed to do? He was tripping. I mean, I can't even lie. I have food. I have a lot of food in my house, but my refrigerator is empty. Like my freezer is full and my pantry is full. But like stuff I could just easily grab out, and it's like stuff needs to be thawed out, and I should have already had things prepared basically. So I had like some turkey sausage this morning. I mean turkey bacon this morning. That was it. And I made a what's this called? Espresso shandy. Espresso shandy. So it's just espresso and lemonade. It's good. It's tasty. If you like espresso, then you will like it. It's the most like okay, it's a coffee shop that's here, and I seen it on the menu last summer. I was like, "What is that? Espresso shandy?" Because I really don't know what makes a shandy. Because there's like this beer company that makes shandies, but apparently it's beer and lemonade. So espresso shandy is espresso and lemonade, and I'm sitting here looking like, what is that? I tasted it and I became instantly addicted. Miss Seiner to tell y'all, cause she know. I was posting about it in my story. Like I went back to get an espresso shandy like 3 days in a row, but now I know how to make my own. So, but the like flavor profile of the espresso you use and the actual like lemonade you use makes a big difference in it and how the overall taste is. But she know, yeah, see, she know I'm not playing. I was addicted, okay? Purely addicted. And then at the end of the summer, I learned how to make my own. So this morning, now how you mess up tea? I messed up my tea. I wanted to make a chai. I caught myself making I had like a big mug and it was like 16 ounces. So I caught myself trying to make a 16-ounce cup of tea. So I put two tea bags in there, two high quality tea bags, and now I just have had concentrated tea. So I literally effed up my tea, and I was like, "How do you do that?" Okay. And I was like, "Well, I had grabbed the lemonade I needed for my shandy. I went to the coffee shop the other day. I grabbed the lemonade that I needed for my shandy. So it was already in the refrigerator. So I was like, you know what? Just go ahead and make yourself a little shandy. So I did. And I have it in my little cup that I made that says faith, like across, you know. So, and I just been drinking on this. But at this point, I am trying to save my appetite since I already know I'm about to go eat. I want some chicken wings or some pizza. Actually, I had fish and chips. The fish and chips is good last time. I might get fish and chips. But yeah, what y'all working on? It's funny how none of my views are showing up. I could tell y'all here because y'all chatting, but it does not tell me how many viewers there are on either platform. Quarantine, welcome in. I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up? What you got going on? It says three on Twitch. I don't know. On YouTube, can y'all see views on YouTube? I'm going to be having a desk over here soon, so we'll see. Cause that way, when I come out to co-work, I can actually do some real work. Cause I was telling them, I'm like, I cannot be open co-working is cool, but I can't code like this. Cause I only got one screen. But I'm glad I didn't cancel. That's so funny. We getting better with the streams because sometimes I just be sitting here waiting on people to join, but y'all in here, even though I'm an hour and a half late. That's not funny. I apologize. I got my nails done too. I don't know how long it's been. Too long. Let's see. There was a pink It's like a pink powder. It was a pink powder. I think it's cute, and I think y'all know I've been wearing a whole bunch of like blush colored stuff, so it came out very nice. Like this is a good neutral for me right now. And then the concert is on Friday, so basically what happened is when I went to go to the coffee shop the other day, um, it's a nail shop that just opened right by the coffee shop I go to. So it was early. It was only like 10 o'clock in the morning. So they had just opened. There was not that many people in there, and Justice was kind of sort of not tripping. So I was like, maybe I should just stop right now to on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why. Normally I could see it, so that's just funny. But y'all know I don't care. I'll talk to the, I'll talk into the ether. Is that a? That's not the word to use, is it? Because ether is like an actual. Hmm. Those I got some Nikes. Yeah, with low, because I'm like I don't want my feet to be hurting. But technically, you can wear whatever you want because we got the booth. You can sit down whenever you want to sit down. So if you do want to wear heels, you can. Because I have wanted, I got those. I got the boots that go all the way up to the top of my leg, and I wanted to wear those. I wanted to wear some red ones, and I was like, eh. But then I changed my mind because I was like, I didn't know what my boot situation was looking like. Like just, so I was like, just wear some gym shoes, and then I started looking for red gym shoes, and then I ended up picking those Nikes. She said, "I'll be." Oh, this you. Yay, 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 yay. We gonna have fun. Capri Suns. And feel free to drop your outfit out ID. Like when you know what you're gonna wear, you can definitely drop it in the chat. Broke the test. Not much is going on with me right now. I'm trying to update an NPM package. We forked at my job. It broke. Oh yeah. Good luck. It's so funny. It was this meme that came up the other day, and it was like, when the Wi-Fi goes down at your job, and it was just the person acting like he was upset, but he was like laughing out the side. I'm like, I miss them days when like you got a big team of people and everybody is working, and then your build start to slow down, and then you be like, that's weird, and then or like you try to load up GitHub and it just the page don't load. Do you like? Is it just me? You start looking around, and then everybody start looking around at each other like, oh no, GitHub is down. We lost AWS. Oh no. But usually the only thing is whenever GitHub or like if GitHub or something big like that is down, that means social media is down too. Then that's when we be like, who want to go for walkies? And we'll just go start go walk down by the river. But yeah, I'm glad I made it today just because I feel like the Wednesdays have been working out and Wednesday already had been decided as content day. So since the Wednesday's been working out, I want to try to keep it consistent um and showing up on Wednesdays. I'm enjoying this and it seems to work for a lot of y'all. See. So I'm trying to do all the things. I got nannies to interview y'all because the show is real. And I need to actually make a interview process because I have like at least 6 applications right now for nanny. So I'm thinking it's different than a daycare situation because in a daycare situation, they're gonna be there. He gonna be there, during work hours. But for a nanny, I need somebody who's like kind of ready to come in and be almost like a house assistant as well. And so I was like, I'm trying to think of besides the questions I want to ask, a, I want to give them a task and see like. And I was thinking maybe y'all can give me some feedback on this. Maybe the task would be for them to put together a schedule for justice. Like that's probably the first task. just put together a schedule that he could follow. Because I want to work with somebody who I could easily just I need to just be able to tell you to do stuff, and you need to be able to self manage. And if you do need to ask me questions, ask me questions. But like, I don't got time to micromanage. If I'm micromanaging my house assistant, then I don't. You can't, like, that's more trouble than it's worth, pretty much. So I was thinking about that. So would that be a good example? Like, because I want to just tell them like, hey, because they also need to have potty training experience. It's really important for him to get potty trained right now. So I want to just let them know like, hey, here's some basic information, and put together like your recommendation for um, a daily schedule for justice and for some of the main chores that I just need like basic stuff done for chores, just kind of keeping stuff in order, especially since he be throwing his toys everywhere. I was over at an AI paper club in the latent space Discord. How's the PhD program? I'm not in a PhD program right now. I am crafting my run for PhD by pretty much actually I'm supposed to be enrolling back in school on June 1st. So I want to finish a the bachelor's of computer science this year. So my enrollment date is June 1st. I should be able to finish it by the end of the year, but definitely um the next deadline for the Georgia Tech Online Masters, Georgia Tech Online Masters of Computer Science, OMSCS, next deadline is August. So I'm trying to at least be able to apply to the master's program by that August deadline. So that's where I'm at right now in the process. I have to finish this calculus credit because I haven't taken calculus in like 10 years. So I have to have calculus within 5 years. So that's the only thing I need in order to enroll. And then the money, I need my money for school. So on the money side of things, I've been hardcore fundraising. I've been not letting people not pay me for my work. I've been trying to drum up new ideas and new opportunities. I've been getting a lot of referrals lately, and I've been trying to follow up my referrals um, or my leads. Like if somebody does have a discovery call with me, then like I have one discovery call that I've done already, and I already quoted her on some work, but I do need to put together a scope of work for her. So that's how we doing right now. So I feel like I'm on track for my overall goal, but I don't want to jump straight into a program. I'm not even ready to go back into school full time. And also it's important for me to be getting justice squared away as well, because he's been with me full time for his first 2.5 years of life. But I no longer can get anything done with him in the house. So basically, I'm working on all the foundational planning and stuff that I need to do in order to be able to get back to studying full time. And then in my office, I've been working on cleaning out a study area in the corner of my office, separate from the desk. Because, like, a desk is cool, but I don't want to sit at a desk for 8 hours. I need, like, a corner of my office where I can have, like, maybe like a lounge chair or something like that. So when I have to sit and read papers and stuff like that, I have somewhere comfortable to study. How would you evaluate the plan? What are you looking for in approach to planning, learning, discipline, etc.? Um, what do you mean by the plan? Because yeah, tell me what you mean by the plan specifically, and then I'll tell you. I have a whole, I have an approach to this, and I would like to talk more about what my approach is because I want y'all to see this, be able to see and track that with me too, and also to be able to help me keep myself accountable. Oh, and let's do our selfie, our boomerang for IG proof of life type. All right, we got our social posting in. Oh, for the nanny candidates? Okay. Um, Perfect. Oh, you giving me some feedback. Okay. How would I evaluate the plan? Okay. Good question. So, firstly, I want to be able to just give them a couple key details. And honestly, I want to see, here's some things I'm looking at. I'm looking at if you need more information, do you ask me or do you just try to figure it out? And if you do just try to figure it out, like, are you productive in figuring it out? Or do you just, like some people, they don't know how to ask questions when they need help, or some people are going to show me if they need to be micromanaged or not in that process. They're also going to show me if they have a thoughtful approach to how a structured day should go, because by me having raised my son full time for the past 2 years, I have like scheduled for him. So like I'm expecting somebody to stop and ask me, hey, does he already have a normal nap time? How many hours a night does he typically sleep? Like I would be expecting them to ask me the questions. I would say what I'm evaluating it on, the simplest thing I could say I'm evaluating them on is how how little effort do I need to put in order for them to be able to perform that task? And then how high quality is the actual recommendation that they have? And how thoughtful is it? Right? Like, did you skip stuff? Like, did you skip the nap part altogether? Because trying to have a 2 year old running around all day and you didn't put a nap time in there, or like I said, it's important for them to have babysitting. Potty training experience. I'm leaning on them to be figuring out what the potty training schedule needs to look like. So, with that being said, I'm expecting them to come up with some type of cadence for the potty training, etc. So, um, yeah, I'm looking for like for example, you don't have to have all the answers. I'm not expecting you to have all the answers. But if it starts to be a whole process where I basically got to come up with it myself and talk you through how to do that, I'm good. Um this just ain't the right opportunity for you. So, for example, cuz like a lot of people who would apply, they'll be like, oh, you know what? I worked at a daycare. So, yes, you might have experience with working with kids and stuff, and that's good, but you may have never had to have the responsibility of coming up with the process. So, there's a couple things like that. I don't know if that kind of answers your question, but those are some of the things I'm thinking about. Like, it should be, I'm looking to see like their working style, I'm looking to see their communication style. Um, and it's an overall flow as well, because there's a lot of other things I have to consider. Like, are they going to be available? Because one of the big things for me to get a nanny instead of daycare right now too is just the fact that one, he needs to be potty trained, but two, I need I need a I need somebody who can do different hours than daycare. Daycare is only a daytime thing, pretty much, right? A typical work day. I do a lot of evening events and weekend events. So I'm looking for somebody who's able to kind of work a more flexible schedule with me. I'm looking for them to be able to, like, if they're putting together the daily schedule, they should also put together the time when they know they're going to run the dishwasher, for example. Um, I'm also at this point, I probably will just have them for part time, but ideally, I find somebody who's flexible enough that they can travel with us, so that I want to start getting back on the talk circuit. But when he was smaller, I would take him with me. And even my sister has been on trips with us where pretty much she can even tell you, like, I would have him with me as long as I could, but then certain times when I knew I needed him to be, basically, I have like a babysitter with me that's keeping track of him and making sure he's good. So I am ideally going to find somebody who's going to be flexible to where when I'm like, oh, we're going to go to this event, most of the time that's the person that's going to travel with us. Um, so I need them to have like availability that kind of works with that. And, we'll just kind of see where it goes. from there. But um, what else am I thinking about? Oh, I have to put together. Let me write this down too. I have to put together like a calendar where people. I just want to put a meeting block on my calendar where people can automatically schedule. So right now, since I have quite a few people, instead of trying to meet them all in person directly, I'm gonna meet them the first they had to I had an actual job post on Sitter City. So first they had to apply. When they applied it, they had to like do a response. So um so that was the first step. So they gave me some basic info in that, and then the second step is gonna be a video call. So they need to be able to automatically book the video call. And that's just simple. I just need to add a block in my calendar and then set it up to automatically have a Google Meet. Um, so then we can go through some of the standard questions and things like that. And then the final interview is they're going to actually come meet us in person. Um, and then they need to provide, like, we need to do background check. I'm gonna have them the way Sitter City does it. Some people can like they might have had some stuff that they did, but I'm gonna do for the final people. I'm gonna do a background check, and then check their certifications because like people can self-report that they have like a CPR certification or something like that, but I have no way of knowing that you have an active CPR certification until you show me. So I probably need to get a reference, don't I? Like I need to call references. And then my mom might not be in all of those interviews, but she's definitely going to be in the interviews towards the end. Y'all like my is that a good idea? My don't think I'm like digging in my nose, but I hate when my nose ring is not like not at the right angle. So background checks, CPR certifications, references, um, availability. Because like I said, right now it's just a part-time post, but I am looking for somebody who can grow with us so I can start traveling again. References, proof of certification, background check. Oh yeah, drug test. Drug test. See, y'all helping me with my process. And then I have a pro fight who has a whole like daycare and stuff, and she used to nanny when we were in school as well. So I trust her judgment too. So I'm gonna when I put together my process, I'm gonna run it by her and give her let her give me some final feedback as well because I know she worked as a nanny, I think all while we were in school, and then she went to school for she got a degree in childcare, and then she has an actual daycare center that she runs as well. So I want to see like what different things that she knows because a lot of people are using their daycare experience as some of their previous experience as well. But I want to see like from her perspective what are some of the things that they should be competent in. Um, yeah, ask her for referrals. I did actually. Well, I didn't ask her for referrals. I asked her where I should be looking, but I did reach out to her already in the beginning. So she's the one that let me know that like she's the one that told me about Sitter City, or she's the one that gave me feedback on like yeah, Sitter City would be cool. some of her former employees. She didn't recommend any employees, but she recommended platforms for me to find platforms and services where I could find nannies. All right, Corn Tool, I'll see you. Thank you for hopping in though. I'm still streaming. I'm still streaming. I'm just getting my life together right now. So Wednesdays, right now, we've been doing this our third Wednesday in a row, right? So, oh, let me let y'all know too. Next Wednesday, I'm gonna do a intro to machine learning on the live stream next Wednesday. I promised that at my last talk that I did. I did the talk on Saturday, and I promised them a intro to machine learning workshop. So I haven't figured out what the details are, but I want y'all to know next week's live stream, I will be hosting the intro to machine learning on here. And then if you miss it, you can just go back and watch it on YouTube. So yeah, we out here though. I appreciate y'all because y'all showing up and me not sitting here talking to myself is always better. But I'm willing to do the slow work. I'm willing to do the slow work, but that's why I can appreciate that too. Mm-mm-mm. See activity.
No, I was just trying to hurry up and finish something. Oh, okay. No worries. I was just gonna say there's probably some newspapers in, so okay. If you're able to get over there, yes, probably.
Okay. Oh, we did a nice little almost hour. I'm so hungry. That's the only thing. Cause now I'm just in limbo waiting. I'm waiting on my line sister. Me and her are supposed to go meet up. Well, she was supposed to meet me. I'm gonna show her my place because she doesn't live here, so she hasn't seen my place yet. And then we supposed to go eat. And the spot that we gonna go eat at is like walking distance from where I'm at now. So I could just wait for her, or I could just go over there early. But I don't know, cause I've been eating all day and I'm ready to eat, and I want some. I want that fish and chips. That fish and chips is so good, and it's all day happy hour. So I just need like one rum and coke and some fish and chips, and I think I'll be good. But it's another event going on, and I was trying to figure out if I'll be able. They're like, "Oh, are you coming over to the event?" Mm, trying to see if I can get into the Slack so I can find it. Let me just Google it. Shine and rise. Because it's already active. The event is already active, so it's kind of like, eh. But if I gotta buy a ticket, that don't even make sense because I'm about to go out to eat. So I got so many windows open. Okay, perfect. I got this invite for this meeting that I need to go to tomorrow. Let me close all these windows because there's too many windows open. But it's funny because I think last week when we were streaming, my stream was like struggling, and now I'm like dropping 0 frames on Wi-Fi over here. So that's good because I usually have to be on Ethernet at my house, and it's just more convenient. It's more convenient to know that the streams do work on Wi-Fi. I prefer to be able to stream on Wi-Fi so that way, if I do want to stream from over here, I know I can. Um, I'm working on getting an office, a out of home office setup situation. Um, and today I went on a tour to see some desk space, and I just been putting feelers out to some different co-working spaces to figure out where the office space will be, because I need to be able to host the intern, and my intern needs somewhere to sit consistently, and they also need somewhere to show up to work even when I'm not there. I hope my typing not too loud, y'all. I'm sorry. I forget that I got my whole microphone on, so I'm probably typing all in y'all ears. Here, I'm gonna mute it for a second. Okay, I'm still here. I'm just I had muted myself so y'all wasn't listening to my typing. But let me see. My my girl Maddie took off because she had an event across the street. So if y'all want to get some real coffee shop I mean not coffee shop, co-working POV, I'm gonna turn around and sit this way for a second. But y'all see, ain't it cute? Nice little layout. I feel like this hair right here is just trying to stress me out. I need my hair done. It's so nice. And they have multiple levels here too. We gotta get you out here, Miss Nerd. We will soon too. Very, very soon. I'm just proud of myself. Okay, let's talk about something. So today I woke up, not to get too into the details, but lady issues. My body literally feels like trash. Well, I feel a little bit better now, but all my ladies already know what I'm talking about. It was like I slept 8 hours last night, 8.5 hours, but I did not get any sleep. Like, and I wasn't waking up. Let me show y'all what my sleep cycles look like. For anybody, you don't even gotta know sleep cycles. I'm gonna show you though, because you could tell by the graph. So I slept really good last night, except even though even though this is only 6 hours of sleep, this is a good night of sleep for me. I get 4 solid REM cycles on a good night. And I only slept 6 hours, but this was good. Actually, I'm pretty sure I slept more than 6 hours, but that's what it's supposed to look like, right? Let me show you what it looked like last night. What is this? Like, why do it look like that? Like it's just choppy for no reason, but I never woke up. That's too many cycles, and so my sleep was just extra disturbed. So I woke up like, oh, I slept, but I didn't. Miss Sainer, yes, because and that's why I've been trying to be more open with my I've been trying to be more open with my overall yeah, restless, but I was asleep. And because like I said, my body was not in I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable, obviously, even though I didn't. It's like sometimes you don't even know, like, sleep tracking will have you really understanding more about your overall physical health because sometimes I think I did good. I'm like, I slept that many hours, but why am I still tired? So, yeah, so didn't get a good quality of sleep last night, even though I slept enough. I got up at 8:30 and I knew my mom was coming to get justice so that I could get some work done today. So I was like, okay, perfect, that's good. So, my mom gets my mom. I call her. I talk to her. So basically, at 8:30, I knew I couldn't sleep in. Also, yesterday I had a client meeting that I had to postpone. So that was supposed to be today at 12:30. So I was like, normally I would have probably gave myself a little bit more time to lay in the bed and then pace myself into the day. But it just so I got up at 8:30. I immediately got Justice dressed because my mom was supposed to be there at 9. I knew worst case 10 because she did say 10, but then by the time me and her talked, she said 9. So I got up, I got him dressed. By the time it was like 9:15, I ended up calling her to check on her. She was up, which was good because sometimes she would still be asleep. She was up, which was good. And then me and her talked, and she was like, "I'll be there in a half an hour or less." So 45 minutes later, I called her and then she sent me the voicemail. I'm like, Ma, like, I know you're on your way, but I know you probably running late, but okay. So now the problem was that I was planning on starting to work on my app at 10 because my client app, I still had some stuff I needed to get done and I can't get anything done with Justice there. So I was waiting to start until 10. So yeah, 10 o'clock, by the time 10 o'clock rolled around, at this point, I'm like, I called her again and she didn't answer. And I'm like, okay. So now I just pretty much had to suck it up and start trying to work on my app while Justice was being a terror to me. And there's there's levels to this because my baby don't even be tripping like that. So sometimes it's just been a lot of things lately that have been trying to knock me off my square overall. And so I'm not even thinking about it from the perspective of him, just how he was acting, but it's this is how it's been every time I'm supposed to do something that I need to get done. I always get this type of like I keep getting this type of resistance lately. So anyways, she I knew I'm like she's on her way. I know she's on her way, but my mom be taking forever sometimes, so it is what it is. So I just had to accept the fact that it's like, but I do need to start working because I still have a meeting at 12:30, and I needed that whole 2.5 hours. I was needing that 2.5 hours. So I ended up just saying F it. It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. So I got I sat down on the couch with my laptop because Justice was just doing too much. I sat down, my body hurting. So I'm like, let me just start working on some stuff. So I sat down, I got my laptop. Sometimes I was literally halfway, I'm like halfway sitting like sideways with my laptop because he climbing all over me and doing the most. Um, and then we got to a point where I was just waiting for her. I'm like, she'll be here sooner than later. I put some praise music on too because the devil is a liar. And I'm not, I'm just, I have to keep doing, I have to keep going. Like, I have to keep going. And also, I'm not even upset about the overall, like, struggles because so many opportunities have been opening up for me. Like, I literally cannot stop getting referrals. I literally cannot stop getting clients. Like, so when I see certain things that's just like little things that's really trying to push me over the edge and stop me from doing stuff, I'm like, that's when I know I'm supposed to double down on the things that I'm doing because why am I getting this much resistance to finish an app, right? Um, why am I getting this much resistance? This happened to me on Saturday when I was going out to speak at this event on Saturday. Same thing happened. And then I ended up going and speaking at the event and it was effing amazing, you know what I mean? But it was like, or y'all know, I lost my voice completely last week. Y'all didn't even get to hear how bad my voice was. Like people who follow me on Instagram, y'all got to hear it because I was posting stuff. I was still posting in my stories while my voice was trash, but my voice was trash, and that's never happened to me in my entire life. I've been singing since before I could talk. I have 7 to 8 years of classical voice training and experience, meaning I used to sing a lot. Um, I have been an AKA for 14 years. And so it's like I never been that hoarse ever, 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 ever. I can't even remember the last time I was hoarse. And so it was crazy because last week I got hoarse. I had hay fever. Oh, also I had hay fever. I never had hay fever before. Like I got allergies and my sinuses be tripping. Like that's normal for me. But I've never actually been like I had like it's like you have a cold but you don't have a cold. So I had hay fever last week. So I'm leading. I have this talk that's coming up on Saturday. I get hay fever, and then I'm like, okay. And then my throat, I started getting like mucus in my chest, basically, or in the back of my throat. And because I'm not sick, I'm not coughing. Because when you're sick, you naturally cough in order to get mucus out and stuff like that. So I didn't it couldn't just come up naturally. It was just sitting there. So I caught myself like basically trying to clear my throat, just clearing my throat out. I wasn't even doing the most. Okay, I wasn't. I really wasn't. I woke up the next day and I was actually hoarse, like legit hoarse. Like I sound like a horse. And then I went to, um, we had new girls at Wayne State because for those of y'all that don't know, when I crossed at Wayne State. So my undergrad chapter had a line that was having a show, and I went to their show. So we ski wee. It's a high pitched noise that we make, our call. But I was doing that, and then I was already hoarse. So my lower register, like if I wouldn't be able to talk to y'all right now, basically that's how hoarse I was. And then, but my upper register was still clear. So ski wee. I'm like doing my thing or whatever, and then the next day, I was I blew basically I got double horse. I blew out my lower register, I blew out my upper register, and then my lower register was already hoarse. And I'm like, I've been an AKA for 14 years. Literally, on April 3rd, we turned 14. I have never ever made myself hoarse from that, like ever. Like ever, 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 ever. And I'm a real extra. Y'all would never even understand. I'm real extra. So like that was just weird. So then it was like that still didn't stop me. I was like, shoot, if I gotta do a text to speech, we about to have a Twitch stream up in here. I'm about to do text to speech AI in the just to get like my audio out to my talk. But I already decided I'm doing this. Like I'm not backing out no matter what. I don't care if I gotta do sign language. I'm not backing out. So I could go on and on about that. And then it's funny because by the time I got through actually getting to the event and doing my talk, I promise you my voice came back right after I did my talk. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like I can't make this up. So you can feel how you want to feel about, what forces are at work or are not at work in the world, but I know what I know. So, anyways, I say all that to say today, I woke up, I'm like, I'm tired, my body feel crazy. And I did take some pain medicine last night, but it just wasn't enough apparently, which is why I probably was restless. So when I woke up, I did not feel good. Like I just felt like, bro, like, and it's a day, Wednesday, like, yeah, I did have to have my meeting and I wasn't gonna back out on my meeting, but I honestly could be sitting at my house right now. I could be in the bed right now. And a lot of people would be in the bed right now, and that nobody would like you wouldn't be wrong for that. But I also, by the time my mom finally came, I'm like, F it, I'm just gonna work on my computer as much as I can do and just fight, fight the powers that be until my mom gets here because I do need to be making progress. Then once she got there, she picked him up, and then now it was like already kind of pushing like 11 o'clock at this point. And I'm like, now I should, right? I should now just sit down on my computer in the comfort of the quiet of my home and work on my app. But I just got the urge to just come out here and come stream. I mean, come co-work. So I was like, I don't even got time for real. Like I don't even got time for real, because it was already 11 o'clock and my meeting was at 12:30, and I hadn't even like got dressed or nothing. So I was like, but yep, I'm about to just go. I'm about to just go. So then I hurried up, took my shower, got myself together, threw my clothes on, and walked over here. By the time I was coming over here, it was like 11:45 when I left out. So, but I just basically got it in my head like, you know what? You need to just go ahead. I could feel it that I needed to just come and be here today. And I did that. And then when I got here, um, I had my meeting real fast, first of all, and then I was able to, I think, have a productive client meeting, and level set on some things with him too, because I have been missing my deadlines. They're self-imposed deadlines, but I have been missing my deadlines, and I'm like, I'm not even that type of person. Like, I'm gonna say what you mean what you say type of person. Like, I'm not even gonna be the person that's about to just keep saying, oh, I'll do it next week, and then I don't. Like, that don't even sit right with me. So, I had to level set with him on some stuff, and I had to kind of talk to him about some things just to give him context as well. But we had a good client meeting, and then since I knew I was coming over here, I had booked a quick tour so that I could see which desks or offices were open. Um, and so I had that at 1. So we had our 12:30 meeting. Then once 1 o'clock hit, I went ahead and did a quick tour, and then I was like, okay, perfect. And then I saw somebody that the lady who I'm working with on one of my programs. I saw her, and then I updated her on a couple things because basically normally I'll like send out emails for certain things, and like when you I'm sending you emails, but you got a whole flooded inbox. It'll probably be a few days before she got back to my email. It'd be that kind of stuff. So I got over here and I'm like, I ended up seeing her, and then I had a couple things I had wanted to update her on. So then I got those, and then she was super excited about the ideas that I had been working on, and then she was like, "Oh, this is perfect because she has a meeting with the big boss in like." I think she said she has to update him tomorrow on some stuff. So some of the other things that she wouldn't have never even knew that I was doing that are going to like cross over and really like highlight the work that we're doing. I gave her some insights on that, so she was like, "Yes, this is perfect." So she was adding those to her updates. Her boss is the CEO, so we like for the CEO to know what we're doing. And then what else? Oh, Maddie. Y'all saw Maddie for a hot second, but I saw Maddie. I went to see Maddie speak at the tech event. Some of y'all know I went to a tech event on Saturday, like a few weeks back. I went to see Maddie talk. First of all, going to that event was amazing for many reasons I didn't anticipate. But secondly, I was supposed to have texted her back like 3 weeks ago at this point, and I just saw her walking in because she happens to be speaking at an event that's going on. I saw her walk in. I had her come over here. I had like 4 to 5 different things I needed to update her on, and for her to just walk in today randomly when I wasn't even planning on going out the house was like, okay, that was on point. And then yeah, I'm like, I just saying all that to say like I get it. It'd be hard sometimes, like for real. But I had posted earlier. Let me see what it said, because I feel like this is like the life, or this is the moral of the story. It says, quit treating your dreams as optional and maybes, and it'll change a lot of things. Um, that's how I was feeling walking here. I was just kind of like, it's different. It hits very different once you just decide that you're doing it no matter what. Once you just realize like it's I want what I want. I'm going after what I'm going after, and whatever obstacles, I literally don't care. I literally don't care. So it's like, yep, I woke up feeling how I felt, and I would nobody would have judged me for staying in my bed today, honestly, the way I feel. But I took 2 more pain pills and started moving and came over here. And it's the things that you do when it's the things that you do that you don't have to do. It's the optionals. Like, instead of making your goals optional, start doing the stuff that is optional, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't have to be here today. I almost canceled my live stream because I was running behind, and I was, connecting with some people and stuff like that. And it's like, but I still wanted to have my stream because it's been working out really well for me to do the Wednesday streams. So I'm like, dang, I'm late, and then people probably not even about to even. They probably don't went on about their lives or whatever, whatever. But then I was like, nope, let me just go ahead and hop on stream and whatever. If even if I just sit here, at least I did what I said I was gonna do. So then it's like even better for y'all to basically all have hopped in at the same time. But yeah, I'm like, I try to be more, I definitely try to be more transparent in my stories and posts and stuff, so y'all can understand too. Like, I'm not just posting motivational quotes and stuff just because it looks cool. These are the things that I have to see and that I have to tell myself all the time. And I do feel like a lot of times I get this feedback from people where people will be like, oh, I want to be just like you. And I think that that's amazing. Like, however, when you anytime that you feel like you want to be like another person, or you want to emulate something about other people, or you admire something about people, first of all, you need to know what people are doing to get what they have. You do. And that's in a good way and in a bad way. because I could be doing something that is completely against your character to get what I got, right? Like you don't know what I'm doing in the background a lot of times. When you look at people, you don't see what all goes into that. And on the flip side, me as a person, I'm the type of person where I woke up feeling like shit and it didn't matter to me. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take care of yourself. I'm not saying that at all because y'all know I am on a sustainability like kind of path right now where it's all about like I want everything that I'm doing to be something that I can manage over the long term because I've been burnt out a lot and I am the queen of burnout. Like and I'm sick of that. Like it's nothing good about burnout and it also sucks when you do get burnt out, you never know how long it's going to take to come back. And I don't think a lot of people talk about that enough. So I've also been trying to take care of myself and focus on my health and focus on my wellness way more in addition to trying to um increase my overall like professional profile and basically become known for being a subject matter expert in some of the areas that I've been working with. So it's like I'm trying to do two things that culture will tell you don't go together. On one side, I'm literally trying to actually increase the amount of wellness. I'm trying to increase the amount of hours that I sleep every night. I'm trying to increase the number of I'm trying to increase being able to say no to things and basically dialing back on things. But on the same hand, I'm trying to increase the number of business opportunities I have and increase the number of dollars that I make in a year and things like that. So it's like I'm doing both of those things simultaneously, and it's not impossible, but it also takes certain days. Yeah, I did get out of bed and come do what I had to do today. And I did something I didn't have to do today. I didn't have to come out the house. I didn't have to come over here and co-work. I didn't have to live stream either. But again, once you decided, then it'll change how you approach things. So, like I said, at least y'all can see I try to be more transparent just so that way when you do say like, oh, you know what, I want to be like her and I want to da da da. Like I think that that's good because I'm here to motivate other people to do better than what I've ever done. But you just got to know what goes into it, and it does take that sometimes. Like because I'm the type of person where I'm like, I don't like staying stagnant. I don't like being in one place. I always like to be growing and learning and evolving. And you will always see that from me. But hopefully you can see more so what it takes every day and I'm not perfect. Like I struggle all the time. That's why I'm like I'm at a point where I'm not about to tell y'all. I'm not about to act like I don't cry, bro. I if I had to cry it out this morning, I had to cry it out, and then I did what I had to do because it will be more productive for me to let the emotions out that I'm feeling, whether it's overwhelm, whether it's anxiety, whether it's just frustration, whatever. If I let it out and I let it go, then I can focus and I can move forward. Like you know what I mean? So it's like that personal development piece is so essential. And I feel like a lot of times these days, like everybody wants everything fast. Everybody wants everything instant, but it's like you typically don't get things of quality by getting them fast and instant. Or if it seems like to you that somebody's getting something instantly, you probably will realize that it wasn't instant at all. It took 5 to 10 years for them to get to a point where something instant could, pop off or whatever. So story time over, but I hope that that's helpful. And I've been feeling it's funny because I'm like I've been more comfortable to just post. Like I be talking into the story. I be talking into my stories more often because it's even faster. Um, it's even faster than just trying to type something out and da 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 da. Da. So yeah. So I'm glad that helps. I'm glad it helps, even if it only helps one person. Miss Seiner, I'm here because I like I said, I didn't see the whole message you sent me, but I seen part of it, and that's why I said take however you feeling that negative, that load that you feeling, reverse it and multiply it by 10 And that should show you a little bit more of what the real reality is of it. You only getting that type of resistance because you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and so it's going to try to not, like, you're going to get those things that's going to try to knock you off your square. Because if you could ever just figure out, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, if you could ever just figure that out, you will be unstoppable. Yep, it's not forever. And the thing is, you're fully capable of solving, of the issue being solved, and you got to think about it too. Technically, it's already done. It's already solved and it's already done. But if I can get you to just sit still, that's the only thing that would change things. As long as you keep going how you going, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be great. You're gonna be better than you could ever imagine being. I'll finish another coding project after cleaning. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, yeah. Just So I just wanted to make that little statement because I'm like I said, it's instead of your goals and your focus being optional, flip it and start doing the things that are optional. Like, that's the type of person that I am. I'm gonna do the things that are optional. I'm gonna do the things that nobody cares about. I'm gonna be on the stream and it ain't nobody in the stream. So don't be surprised when everything starts to make sense, because you have to keep going regardless. Like, in the beginning, it takes a slow it's a slow build. But even with the stream today, I knew, I'm like, dang, we've been doing pretty good with the Wednesdays. So I'm like, let me just stick to that. But of course, as soon as I decided to stick to it, that's when I have a day that's like, we trying to throw you off. I'm good though. And I'm so glad I came out the house. Like, I'm so glad that I decided to come here instead of staying home. Even though I would have probably had, we would have been live streaming all day, but I wouldn't have ran into all the people I ran into, um, or even been able to bring up some of the stuff that I didn't even know. Like, that was, I was able to get some updates. That's gonna be better for all of us in the long run. So I'm ready to go eat for real. And let me see what she said. I feel that oh, let me see what. And then baby boy is tripping. My mom FaceTime me because Justice he was throwing a fit. Let me see. I want to see what this. She sent me a video. I want to see what he doing. Okay, I had to check because she FaceTimed me. He was just going crazy. I said he's sleepy, and then I was like, take him for a car ride. So she took him for a ride. She was like, it worked for a second, but he's back up, but he not yelling no more. So Oh, so I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna hang with y'all for a little bit longer. I have like an hour. Let's see. I was just okay. So we got plans. All right. Ooh, child. But yeah. So what else is up? Well, I am celebrating at the end of this week. I'm going to a concert on Friday. Again, if you know, you know. Um, my Instagram is the same as my Twitch and YouTube. So if you follow me on Instagram, MetaDev Girl, it's the main place that y'all can find me like day to day is in my stories. Like I'm always posting in my stories, and I might get behind from time to time on my DMs, but I do respond to my DMs pretty decently on Instagram, unless you on some, if you want some weird ish, I'm not gonna respond. I'm just about to put that out there. So don't be trying to hop in and being on some weirdness because it ain't that type of time. I'm not obligated, but I really try. Like anybody that's especially watching my stories and stuff like that, and y'all, y'all trying to reach out, that's where I socialize. Most of the time people can catch me, even people I know personally, they can catch me in my DMs on Instagram faster than anywhere else. So if you really do want to just stay in touch, then Instagram is the spot. Here, I should drop the link. Um, Restream. HTTPS colon Instagram slash. If you are a Twitch person, I love you dearly. I would appreciate you following my YouTube and um watching my videos that I post. I don't have that many of them, but we working on building out the YouTube channel, and then all of my VODs stay live on YouTube. I'm always I'm always multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So Instagram, like I said, is the best day to day. We do have the Discord server, and I'm getting better with setting up Discord and getting everything together for Discord. We have some big announcements coming because we will be launching our free code camp boot camp. We've been working on that in the background. We've been getting everything set up, and actually, the free code camp curriculum just changed like in the last few weeks. I want to say, has it been like what, a week, a month or so? And I'm going to come up with a schedule to where I can start having like dedicated time that I'm like just sitting in the server itself, like in voice chat or whatever, just to hang out. Last week my stream was like tripping, and I was able to I was able to go and hang in a Discord server when my stream like kind of conked out. So I'm gonna do that more often. I was just in a general chat. We haven't had a movie night in so long, so it's just other things. And I'm so open to like ideas and everything too, but I just been trying to get a lot of the foundational things put together, like as far as having team members that can help with certain stuff because it's a lot, y'all. I know I feel like my biggest plight in life is I make stuff look so easy that's not easy. Like because I don't necessarily express all the different struggles and frustrations that I'm having, and like I'm pretty good at suffering in silence, if you could say that. So yeah, you know, and then if you never live stream before, you would never understand. Like, it's just a whole process. There's so many things that you have to do. Like, if you see a streamer and they look like it's just effortless, the more I seen this quote where somebody was basically saying the easier something looks, the harder, the more effortless it looks, the more effort, the more the more effortless something looks, the more difficult it was to achieve, basically. So, yeah, with that being said, y'all can always find me on Instagram. Instagram is like the go-to. I usually do respond to my DMs unless if you send me some weird shit, I'm not about to respond. So don't even think about it. But just letting you know. But if you know, just a normal person and you just want to chat it up, or if you respond to my stories and stuff like that, I typically respond. Even if I get behind a little bit, I typically respond to my DMs on Instagram. And then oh, next week on stream, we are going to be doing an intro to machine learning. I don't have that put together just yet, but I absolutely will be doing an intro to machine learning. So, I'm thinking I want to do like a nice workshop, and an hour is a hard time to, it's not enough time. So it'll probably be 2 to 3 hours long. I didn't decide on the time just yet, Miss Sider, but I will let y'all know. I'll let y'all know, and I'll let y'all know in advance. And if y'all have a preferred time, let me know. Because today I did a shorter stream just because of whatever else I had going on. But typically, I like being able to sit and live stream all day on Wednesday. So, if you have a preferred time that you would like, shoot me a message and let me know. And I would love to be there. Are you off by 4? Okay. I got you. And then even if y'all cannot be there for the stream for that workshop, it's still going to be live on the YouTube afterwards, so you can actually sit there and go through it. And then if you still have questions in the background, you can ask me. You can send me messages and ask me. But I'm going offline tomorrow. Um, so I'll be in the background getting some stuff together. I got 2 client meetings tomorrow, 3 actually ish. And then I'm about to have fun for the concert on Friday to kick off my birthday season because my birthday is in less than a month now. My birthday is on the 14th. So I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day too. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up as well. But if anybody wants to ask me any last questions, feel free. Um, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up so that I can get the rest of my plan laid out, right? Get the rest of my thoughts out, and then I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I should be heading over to eat in the next 45 minutes or so. So that'll give me a little bit of time to write out my plan, put some more stuff down in my calendar, and check my emails again to see how things are going with some of my client work. So I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a good day. Like this, or like how they do it. Oh, that's I didn't know that one worked. Okay, we learning stuff because we know thumbs up works. Come on now, thumbs up works, thumbs down works. Peace sign. My reaction's not working. There we go. I never saw that one. I think that's new. But yeah, happy hump day, y'all. And I hope y'all getting a long weekend. I hope. I know not everybody, but I hope.